The Tialeigh Palmer case stands as one of Australia's most devastating criminal tragedies, a grim tale of betrayal, abuse, and murder that stole the life of a vibrant 12-year-old girl named Tialeigh Alyssa Rose Palmer, known to those who loved her as Taya. Born on the 29th of January, 2003, in Queensland, she entered the world with a spark that endured despite a childhood marked by upheaval. Her mother, Cindy Palmer, was a young woman wrestling with poverty and personal struggles, unable to provide the stable home Tialeigh needed. Though Cindy adored her daughter, circumstances forced her to place Tialeigh into foster care at age 7, hoping it would offer safety and a chance at a better life. What followed was a transient existence, with Tialeigh shuttled between temporary homes, each placement chipping away at her longing for belonging. By January 2015, she landed with the Thorburn family in Chambers Flat, a semi-rural area south of Brisbane. Rick Thorburn, a gruff truck driver with a commanding presence, lived there with his wife Julene, a quiet woman who kept the house, and their 2 teenage sons, Trent and Joshua. To the outside world, they were a modest, working-class family, an image that concealed a household steeped in dysfunction and danger. On the 29th of October, 2015, Tialeigh's life took its final, tragic turn. That day, she attended a hip-hop dance class, a rare joy in her turbulent world, but mentioned stomach pains to her instructors, a detail that would later carry chilling weight. Rick claimed he drove her to Marsden State High School the next morning, the 30th of October, insisting she walk through the gates as usual. Yet teachers noted her absence, and no one saw her alive again. The Thorburns didn't report her missing right away, a delay that deepened suspicion as days passed without a trace. On the 5th of November, fishermen found her small, lifeless body along the muddy banks of the Pimpama River, south of Brisbane, clad in her school uniform, her shoes gone, her form battered by water and time.
Queensland police have identified a body found on the Gold Coast as 12-year-old Tialeigh Palmer. She hadn't been seen since last Friday as she made her way to school in Logan. Her remains were discovered on the banks of the Pimpama River on Thursday evening.
It's very important that we speak with anybody who was there over the last 7 days, and that's even if they think that they can't help us. Even if they saw nothing, that's really important to us that they come forward and tell us that they saw nothing.
What might have been a missing persons case swiftly became a murder investigation, launching Queensland police into Operation Viking, an exhaustive effort to uncover the truth. Her body, submerged for nearly a week, offered few clear answers. Decomposition clouded the autopsy, though bruises and trauma pointed to violence. Suspicion honed in on the Thorburns, whose evasive and inconsistent accounts, Rick's drop-off story clashing with school records and neighbor report, unraveled under scrutiny. As detectives dug deeper, they uncovered a motive so depraved it stunned even veteran officers. Secret wiretaps planted in the Thorburn home captured Trent, Rick's 18-year-old son, admitting to his parents that he'd engaged in sexual activity with Tialeigh, his foster sister. This confession came after her dance class, when her stomach pain sparked fears she might be pregnanta, revelation that threatened to expose Trent's crime, dismantle the family, and end their foster carer status, which brought financial benefits. Rather than protect her or seek help, Rick made a ruthless choice. Tialeigh had to die. On that fateful night, he killed her in their home, likely by suffocation or strangulation, methods hinted at by the bruising, then drove her body to the Pimpama River, discarding it in a callous bid to erase his deed. The investigation simmered for nearly a year until police, armed with wiretaps, phone records, and witness statements, arrested Rick on the 19th of September, 2016, in a dramatic sting after he tried to flee. Faced with overwhelming evidence, he pleaded guilty to murder in May 2018 in Queensland's Supreme Court. Justice David Bottis sentenced him to life with a 20-year non-parole period, condemning his cold, calculating, and callous act and his lack of remorse.
Throughout all of the offending is made more shocking for the deliberateness of your actions and your willingness to coerce every member of your family to maintain false accounts in an effort to cover up your despicable behaviour.
The fallout extended to the family. Trent faced charges of incest, perjury, and obstructing justice, serving just 16 months of a 4-year term of leniency that outraged many. Julene, complicit in the cover-up, got an 18-month partially suspended sentence, while Joshua served 3 months for lying to police. Cindy Palmer, heartbroken, sued for negligence in 2019 and advocated for change. Tialeigh, who loved dancing and craved stability, deserved better. Her death sparked reforms to protect others.